This and every show shall be dedicated to my man DJ Eastwood. Rest in peace, boy.
Rest in peace.
Yo, 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 yo. We are here. This is the
TheFatBulCatchWreckShow.
Episode number 6. As we beginning down this journey, this is your boy Vic Knight, aka the Black Bill Burr. I'm in here alongside my man, as always,
William
Sankofa,
aka I was trying to think of my AKA.
I caught you off guard.
AKA Be Positive.
Say word. This guy, man.
Always.
I love him.
I always take
dude.
shots with my AKA.
I love this guy.
Be positive.
I'm glad you be positive.
And not the blood type.
Yeah, I'm glad you be positive instead of O negative.
Yeah, V negative.
V negative.
W positive, V negative.
We gonna get into it. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Like, share, subscribe, the whole 9. Yo, we are so appreciative of the support that we're getting. Is crazy. This thing we got going on here, man, like, we're putting a lot of time, energy into a good space, and we're seeing it pay off because the people are representing with us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They are definitely with us in every aspect. We have to come to a realization that, this time of year, there's a lot of strife out there. People are, it's a pandemic, and it's the holiday season, and I'm waiting for New Year's. I'm a New Year's guy.
People just want 2020 to be over. And, prayerfully that 21 will be a better year.
Like anything, we always hope. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show today. We went to the Wing Kitchen by it's a guy named Timothy Wincher. Timothy Wincher. He was on Chopped.
Yes.
He has a place in Jersey called the Wing Kitchen, and they use his sauces. They use like everything that that he's known for. He's a good sauce guy. And we went. It was a nice place, good decor.
Yes, very nice.
Very, very nice. They up on it. The wait staff was good. Everybody was good money. I got the ranch, because I'm a dry guy. I like my dry wings, all right? I don't like them moist. I like a dry wing. So,
No wows.
No, not at all. No.
Wows.
No wows. No. I'm straight.
With a
dry
wings.
wing. I like a dry rub. I like the different types of dry rubs they got out there. Shout out to Wingstop. They got a Louisiana rub that's like #1 up on every level. But so he had a ranch dry rub that I did.
Yeah.
On the money. Perfection. Nice size wing. I couldn't get the fried donut.
Yeah.
Because my diabetes is like...
How your diabetes is set up.
The way it is. It's the diabetes for me. It's the sugar and the cutting off my foot for me. So I was like, nah, I can't get that. But I did go with the fried cornbread. Once again, magnanimous. Definitely worth the shot and the look to go to the Wing Kitchen, which is in...
Turnersville, New Jersey.
Turnersville, the real address, we want to give it to you people. 6A Shoppers Lane in Turnersville.
Yes. Right by Kohl's and 5 and Below.
Yeah. So, South Jersey, they got all the stuff from the Food Network in there. You can tell he was from there. You see the pictures up here now. Right now. See, boom. See the picture? Bang. See the picture? Boom. Thanks, Sankofa, for the edit. So good wing from Big Night. So out of 5 Fat Boys, I definitely give it a 4. They were up there. Like if for me, I'm a Philly boy. I'm not going all the way to Jersey, but if I'm anywhere near Sicklerville, I'm going.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm near Glassboro, I'm going.
Yeah.
The prices were good. I didn't feel like, for what I got, it's quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Seiko, what'd you get? Because you
I got the Sweet Heat. I was splurged a little bit. I got the Sweet Heat, and then I got some lemon pepper wings.
Huh.
Rick Ross. And it was definitely, like you said, they were nice sized wings, very good. They weren't, some wings look crazy, they're too big, or they're little tiny peewee wings.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Little chicken hawk wings.
No. What chicken had those wings? That was some in the Chinese stores now. Yo, I just had it like not too long ago.
Yeah,
the wing that they gave me, bro. I was like, yo,
it was little.
Yo, that's a Cornish hen. There was no way that was a chicken wing.
Yeah. It might have been a little Tweety Bird wing.
Now, somebody put me on. I used to talk about Church's wings, right? How it was like that big meaty part.
But they cut half the breast off.
See, I didn't know that. I was like, what genetic wing? What are they feeding Church's chicken?
They really
just cut more
up.
breast. Yeah,
they give you.
They wing is like a little baby
side
breast.
Fried side boob.
They give you the side boob. So,
but yeah, I had the Sweet Heat and I had the lemon pepper and I had the cornbread was excellent.
Yes, it was.
It was nice. It wasn't too sweet. It had a little powdered sugar on top, but it was good. And I had fries too. You always gotta have fries. I'm a fry guy.
Right.
So yeah, definitely worth checking out.
How many fat balls you give it?
I give it 4.
Yeah.
I give it about 4.
I was good. It was still hot. There was no issue there.
Yeah, we got the food in a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing his thing.
Timothy Winters. Thank you for putting up a spot. And a mix of people working there. Not all black, not all white. Just, some young college kids in there grounded. It leads me to another comment, and we was looking at some on the internet you sent me about this boy was waxing poetic about these biscuits. What's the best biscuit out there? I mean, I've always opted for the Hungry Man peel away joints. That was always like the go-to for me. I wasn't a Grands guy. I don't rock with Grands.
I like homemade biscuits. My mama biscuits.
Yeah. But sometimes you can't. Red Lobster. Would you say?
Oh yeah, the classic cheesy.
Now, if them doing them right.
What's the name is good? Cracker Barrel has good biscuits.
Oh, Cracker Barrel got the best.
Yeah,
and the corn muffins, I get both of them.
Yeah, but
and I talk up to the server and be like, "Yo, break me off with some of them joints to go. bring another round to the table.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna eat them. Just already put them in the bag.
Yeah, just like at not Chick-fil-A. Just like at Olive Garden, you already know what it is.
You know what it is.
I want a whole other bag of the breadsticks,
right?
And wrap them up too.
Yeah,
the ones that's on the table.
Just bring them to the table so you can feel good, because you're going to wrap these up anyway.
Yeah.
You see my plate. I don't need it. Just bring them, Joe.
Just bring them.
Thank you.
But there's this place down south, I think in North Carolina. I don't think it's in Georgia, but it's called Biscuitville.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite spots when I'm traveling.
I thought you were going to say Bojangles.
Bojangles is like a Popeye's cousin.
Yeah, they definitely
his country cousin. Yeah. But Biscuitville is like a breakfast spot, and they have everything on biscuits. They got chicken, they got chicken BLT, they got turkey sausage, regular sausage, pork chop, all on biscuits, and the biscuits are excellent. So definitely check them out if you're traveling North Carolina, down in them Cackalacks, North of South Carolina.
Some of the Charleston biscuits.
This is our biscuit song.
Biscuits.
Oh, yes! Please! I'm telling you, these biscuits cold-blooded.
Do you have any more music to get people ready for some happiness for the holidays?
Yes, indeed. See, I want a biscuit. I need it right now. I want a biscuit. Oh, let me tell you how.
My man out of pocket. My man out of pocket.
I know. Yeah. He want to tap dance right after that.
My man, he put some stank on it, didn't he?
I want some biscuits.
My man put some stank on it. There's been a lot of conversation, this week, about masculinity. Like, is it wrong? Well, shout out to the people that, they call me on my stuff. They be like, yo, man, you was a little hard on the such and such. And then we talk about it, and then they like, oh, okay, I see your point, maybe a little better. Or, you try to fit these points in the construct of a show, and you try to make certain things and keep it, relevant and so forth. But what's gotten to me is that I'm realizing, like, nowadays, being masculine is looked down upon. You're supposed to conquer everything, and it's hard to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the love, the support, the this, the that. Now, it reached me back because we was talking about like Smokey Norfolk a little while ago. So what's wrong with me being the masculine man? Now, we don't support toxic masculinity. That's a different lane. That's somebody being vindictive and using that bravado for negative means to put somebody down. It's not what I'm talking about. In the construct of a home, you want to have two governing bodies. You want your man and you want the woman. You want the father and you want the mother. Everybody got a role to play. The mother, make sure your clothes is ready for school. She hold on, I'm just saying, let me walk it, and then you come in and you tell me where I'm at. The mother gets you, ready for school. I'm talking about in a general sense. I'm not talking about nobody specific.
In a 1950s sense?
No, in a now. If I'm putting myself in a position, yes, even in my own house, like my girl gets the clothes together, mama. So now, when it's time to put out the trash, when it's time to go change the tire on the car, when you hear a noise downstairs, it's all well and good for me to... I don't even let my woman bring in the groceries because I don't want her to feel like, yo, fall back. You went shopping. Yeah. You go in there, sit down. Yeah. That had to be tying us up. Go sit down. I got these bags. Mm-hmm. Now, for those who might say, hey, you need a mix of both. No. Because I can't be out there. If you ride past me and my girl and she outside changing the tire, I'm not rolling the window down talking about, yeah, but I changed it the last 2 times. It's her turn now.
It's crazy this dude's out there like that, though.
No, that's not, and I stand on it. Yeah. I'm on that line. I'm standing on it. Yes. I'm not saying barefoot and pregnant. No, because there's things that I can do that I'm supposed to do, that everybody in the house comes to me for. There's some things that everybody comes to you for. You need to match the drapes with the carpet. That's your lane. Don't come to me with direction ideas. I'm sorry. No. I'm talking. This is the Vic Nice view of things, right?
Yeah. So then the whole drapes in the carpet. That's a.
Oh no! Oh, that time. Yeah. So no. When it's time to make sure that we need a new toaster oven, you tell me, hey babe, we need a new toaster oven, and I'm gonna go do what it needs to be done. Now, everybody has a role to play, and it's never a problem. We men are the only ones that you need to share some of that. Because if I say you need to share some of this man stuff, whoa. Don't do that. That's your job. Yeah. But so if everybody stick to their job in the construct of a home, because even if you're not together, my son come to me for a certain point of view. No, I put my own self in it. I go to my mom and my dad for 2 different things. When it was time to be like, yo, mom, I don't know why I got fired. I was trying everything. Come here, son. And I got that love from my mom. My mom would get there and pat my bald head. And she would get me get through it. Now, it's time like, hey, yo, Pop, I need to get up off out there. Tell me how to attack a certain situation when you're dealing with somebody in this aggression. And it's like, that's what I go to my dad for that. Everybody had a role to play. And I seen it come up in a house of love. I'm lucky. I didn't have a toxic relationship. I didn't have my dad beating on my mom and stuff like that some people go through that makes their view askew. That's scared of that masculinity because of what your dad did. I ain't him. I try to learn from my experiences. So now, give me your point. And when I'm saying, like, I think there's nothing wrong with a man being a man.
Yeah,
and I'm not speaking in the sense of.
I mean, and there's definitely not anything wrong with a man being a man. It's just, you have to know when it's you coexisting. You gotta both. If it's a relationship, if it's two parents in a home, you guys have to be a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one can't trump the other. You know what I mean? You have to be a united front as far as kids. But as far as, doing stuff around the house, and it all depends on the home too.
Yeah, you're not going out there and cutting no grass. I got this, Ma.
But then there's some women that
she can play. She want to do the flowers.
Some women that do all of that by themselves. So
there's something, like I said,
times have definitely changed. It's not.
But when it comes to raising in that, I don't see, because we were talking to off the key. I don't know if everybody saw it. Wiz kissing his son in the mouth. It's okay. He's a child. He's young. But where's the line? Do you feel like you got to cut that off, or do you feel like that's something he could always do, or you think it has to be a conversation? Hey, son, nothing wrong with us sharing and you want to express your love. No, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with you want to express your love to me. But there's ways you can do it, and there's ways you don't. Me kissing you in the mouth at 16, 17, that ain't happening. So where's the line? I ask you.
I mean, I've seen different cultures still kiss each other on the mouth too. But I don't think after a certain point, maybe hug, maybe kiss on the cheek. I don't know.
Yeah, no. We talking a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the mouth. Two different kisses.
Yeah.
I kiss my cousin on the cheek, right?
It's the difference.
I kiss my cousin on the cheek, and
there's a difference between a grind hug and a side cheek.
Yeah. There's a difference between the patty hug and the hug where you rub your hands up and down on the back.
Yeah.
It's a different hug.
But we're just in a different world. And I think that
I say it's needed. We still need it. We still need a man to be a man. I still need to see a symbol of strength.
Yeah. But I think because of how this world is, how our society is, that masculinity has been such a negative ruling force that people associated with the toxic.
Oh, you're saying they look at it and because they sides.
Yeah, because of how it has been in the past, and it's because of how things are now, with everybody, the world changing and being different, and I'm talking fluid. Yeah. They're trying to get away from that, and it's frowned upon if you are a manly man. So
yeah, I see nothing wrong with it. I welcome it. I saw it. I knew that there was certain things to go to my dad for, and there were certain things I went to my mom for. And you know what? I was very fortunate to have the chance to have to make that decision. A lot of people can't. Mm-hmm. A lot of people got to look to their mom, and they got to play both roles.
Yeah.
They got to look to their dad and play both roles. Mm-hmm. And that's a hard line to get, because I'm wired to be a man's man. Mm-hmm. My son come to me and you need that little that nudge or that softness. I can't give it to him. Unfortunately. I can break it down to him. I could explain it. I could show it in many different ways. But unfortunately, when it comes to that, oh, come here, at the later stages in life, nah. But and that's something I don't feel like I got to work on. The fact that I'm questioning is why I brought it up, because I started to question. I'm like, am I a bad parent? Yeah, is there something wrong with me? Because I tell my son to pick himself up, I will stop. I give him that aggression.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
I give him that aggression. I let him know, like, look, no, I'm not gonna hold your hand through this.
And and most of the time, it depends on the age too. You're not going to be that way with a 2-year-old.
There's a line. There's a line, bro. And I'm just saying, at what point do we start to stand on the line?
Yeah, and I
think, would never tell my 2-year-old to get out of here.
I think I'm a good mixture of both. I'm a nurturer. I think my pop was kind of a nurturer. He was no means was he feminine or anything like that, but he wasn't smoking Marlboros, drinking a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? That type of being abusive to my mom or anything. Oh. So I get a lot of how I deal with my kids from my parents. You know,
I think that's the way how it goes. Like we emulate what we. I came up in a house of love. My dad was definitely the
strong, silent type.
Oh yeah, he was strong and silent. He didn't say much, but you knew where he stood. Yeah. Like I didn't have to question like. If I went, Daddy, I need a hug. You know, he was like, oh, okay. All right, now get up off me. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Get out my face, you know. Oh, man, go to your mama for the, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. But it might be wrong, but I can't think of another different way. Yeah. We were speaking off mic about being the type of person that sees things in a negative way versus positive thinking people. So it's the same way. Like you only adapt in what you gravitate to what you are and your life experiences, especially at 44.
Yeah.
At 44, I've been through a lot of different things. Some people that are listening to this right now know exactly what I've been through. So you could be like, oh, I see why Vic think the way he do.
Yeah. But my thing is, a lot of times when you constantly think negative, that's the lane that you stay in.
Mm-hmm. You get in your own way.
You get in your exactly, and I'm definitely guilty of that when it comes to certain things.
Now, I am along the lines of there's good and bad in everything, and before I do anything, I think of the pros and I think of the cons. I try to get in front of anything that might go down because I've seen shit go left in a matter of seconds. Mm-hmm. Not even dealing with me. I've seen other people stand up on a term or do something, take a risk, step out on the lane and get sideswiped with something that they could never see that was coming. And they looking at me like, Vic, I'm flush. I don't know what to do. I had a dream and I do everything into it and I ain't even think about this could happen. So, my thing is I learned when I was like, yo, we were talking about the metaphor of going to buy a car. So if I go buy a car, I'm gonna look at the dealership. I'm gonna look and see what they service like, what's their garage like. Because people have known to purchase a brand new car and have issues, and you might have to deal with the service shop along with the person that's selling you the car. Mm-hmm. So that's important to me where I go to see what kind of service joint to get, because there might be an issue.
Yeah.
I might have to bring this joint back. Are they going to be on time? No, I don't want it to go that way.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for it to go that way, but I know it could. So I think ahead.
So metaphorically speaking, they have what's called lemon laws. That if you get a bad car, then you are able to take it back. And I kind of see positive thinking as that lemon law. That if you have certain things in place and you learn from your mistakes, that mistake that you made, then you'll get positive results if you put in the work.
Yeah, man, you make a real good point on that. We got something else we're going to talk about. I stepped out the house this week, and I realized that I am standing outside on December 7th without no coat on. And if you don't believe global warming is real, let me tell you as a long life Philadelphian, we don't stand outside in December with a t-shirt on and you good.
Nah, man.
I can't it's suddenly crept up on us.
Yeah.
Year after year, like the snows. We ain't had a real snow in a decade.
Yeah. I remember I was in Philly this winter of 96, the blizzard of 96. I
think it was the blizzard of 98. I might be.
No, this was 96.
96? Okay.
Yeah.
They had another one in 98.
Yeah.
But that big one, that one that everybody talk about, that it was in the 90s, I think it was 96.
Yeah, I mean, I was at a friend's house out in Germantown, and we had got snowed in. We had got snowed in, and I had to, you know how Philly streets are.
Yeah.
When it snows, it's the worst. So I had to park my car I was at the house on Price Street. I had to park it all the way at Martin Luther King. And me being from the suburbs, I was getting up and checking on my car in the middle of the night.
You can try. It ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Nobody's going nowhere.
Not in the winter, not in the snowstorm.
That was like snow drifts and all kinds of other stuff we had to deal with at the time.
People leaving lawn chairs and trash cans in parking spaces.
That was later on. But, yo, dig out your car and you go somewhere and come back and
somebody parked it.
Man.
Yeah, that's a. Man. I know somebody that got killed over something like that.
Yo, I seen some things go down. But we don't got to deal, like, dog, it was 60 degrees yesterday.
Yeah. It's crazy.
60 degrees in the winter.
It's going to snow in April.
Probably. We're going to get a mean snow.
We are due for...
Fam, it ain't happening.
We due for... Because we had,
It ain't
a couple years ago, we had an ice storm.
Now, when I was in York last year around this time, there was a light snow on the ground. A light, like...
But there was because in my house where I live, we had an ice storm and it knocked down a big tree and it knocked out my power for several days. So, and then when I first moved here about 10 years ago, we had a nice snowstorm. So, I really think that, and how this year has been, I think we might be due for a doozy. What you think?
I don't know, man.
It might be in June. It might be in June.
Listen, from what I'm seeing, I ain't never in my life been able to go outside in December and not have at least a hoodie on.
Yeah.
I ain't pulled out a coat yet.
Man, look, I remember playing football.
You ain't here right now with a jean jacket on.
Yeah, I remember playing football in November growing up. And wearing long johns
going
and
to
sweatpants.
Going to Thanksgiving, be snowing
under my uniform, under my pads. I had long johns and sweatpants.
When last time you had a pair of long johns? Honestly,
maybe I probably pulled them out. Probably pulled them out last year because it had some cold moments. But nothing.
I ain't seen none. And it's December, whatever. 13th.
I bought 2 pair of winter boots.
Wow.
That have just been on ice.
That's another thing. I said, damn, I gotta give me some Timbs, but I was like, I'm good with these Adidas.
You always gotta prepare for, Well, you should know. Prepare for the worst.
You said it, I didn't. You said it, I didn't. I live that way.
Like I said, if you have the things in place, then you should be good.
Yeah, you should be. But it's going to happen.
But it's going to happen.
The thing is going to happen. That's what I think. And it ain't bad to call that out. We all tie it in together.
No doubt.
Speaking of tying it in, we got into this inclusion debate. I was talking to somebody on the internet, and I was noticing the last couple of years it's been happening. We went from the big news story. Remember when Ellen kissed that girl? And it was like that on her show.
Oh, when she first came out?
Yeah. It was a big deal.
Out.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Or Roseanne kissed a woman and it was such a big deal. I was like, yo, the way they get away with stuff nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, you can do anything and have artistic freedom to do it. I get it. But dudes is getting pumped on national, like on Scandal, right? Like when Scandal was out. They had the gay boy on there. He was like the assistant. No, he was. He was a gay guy.
Oh, man. When he cried that one time.
No, he was standing naked in front of his homie and was like, this is me. This is my truth or whatever. And you like, dog, why we gotta be? But I can understand that if I was a homosexual man, all I'm inundated was like heterosexual stuff. So I guess it's cool that everybody gets included.
But when is it too much?
Where's the line, Vic Knight's famous song? Where's the line?
That's tough, man.
Can we call it out? Can we say, look, this is a show about basketball. I don't know why we need to have a gay angle. Now, if you gotta have a gay angle, you have a gay angle. But they seem to shoehorn it in sometimes. Yeah. Like they put it in places that it's...
I mean, I've seen it in children's cartoons.
Wow. I mean, it's part of the world now.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
it's always been a part of the world.
Yeah, Yeah, are we
it's
super old school that we don't have this? Okay, hey, no, I don't, because I'm saying we've always had those shows, My Two Dads, Laverne and Shirley, always some homosexual undertones. The Odd Couple. There's always some.
Even the name Odd Couple.
There you go. Like you see, they knew what they was doing back in the day. They knew what they was doing. So even like on that show, My Two Dads, like you had the straight laced boy, like, okay, do your homework. Then you had the guy, hey, I drive a motorcycle. I'm super.
Yeah, that's straight out the book of the Odd Couple, though.
Yeah. And they're going to have a daughter to raise. We got to raise her together. We don't know which one of us is the father. So it's all good. I'm not saying that. Like, there was this show I'm watching that I stopped watching because I didn't like the writing. But it was called, like, the Flight Attendant, right? So in that show, there's, like, some cops. And then there's a female black cop. And I'm like, word, like, you didn't shoehorn her in. Mm-hmm. 5 years ago, the whole show would have been white, right? So, like, we see now that people of color are starting to get roles when they didn't before.
Yeah.
There's more than just the one best friend. Yeah. There's actually now the police commissioner.
The one smart aleck black dude.
Yeah, like, what you mean?
Yeah.
Yo, man, if it was me,
or in a police story, it was always that black chief. That
and that was all that. The whole rest of the department white, and it was like,
and he's the one that's always,
you shot your gun in the ground. That stereotypical guy. So now that there's more people in it, so you could see where it's beneficial, but if there's such a thing as too much or shoehorning it in, if I'm having a hip hop show about trying to be a DJ, why do I need one of the guys I'm battling to be like super, overly flamboyant? Be like, yeah, on the ones and twos. You're like, why you had to put that in there? Because of inclusion?
Yeah. It's just how things are now, man. And I hate to keep saying that, but in media and in movies and television and music, it's a part of what's going on.
You know what I think the next thing is going to be? 3D holograms on your phone. So instead of like FaceTiming and all, you're going to have something come up on your phone and get a whole 3D image. Mm-hmm. I think that's the next thing. I'm always trying to catch the wave, because it's always that dude that was like, hey man, I got this thing called Facebook, you want to invest? And if you had gave the boy like $10, you would have been like, word, now you would have been the man. It's always, you have to include everything and you have to include everybody. That's just where we at now, and I guess it's good. It's good. You want to feel like everybody's getting represented at the end of the day. That's what you want.
But do you always want to be spooned in and put in when you was shoehorned in?
Yeah, was shoehorned
in a place that you shouldn't be. Like,
that's my point. That's where I say like it's too much.
It would be weird to see somebody black on Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Only reason why I'd be like, no, because you're in New York City, so
you gotta have something in it.
It's like Friends. Like Friends. Okay, that coffee shop, there's no place in New York where ain't no Spanish people. It wasn't nobody on Friends.
Yeah.
They didn't have a Chinese friend. Nope. They didn't have, there was none
all
of
white
the
delivery people.
Yeah, everything. So in New York, like at least Seinfeld had some black characters in there. I mean, they were
not
far in between.
I think I saw.
No, not mains. No.
I think I seen one dude.
Jackie Childs, the lawyer.
No, it was like some random dude that. I don't know the characters' names, but
yeah, I watched Seinfeld all the time. I've seen all of them, so they had like one or two. But
that's the longest running show about nothing.
Yeah, but it worked. It was funny. We have those guilty pleasure shows. Like,
what was the guy with the glasses?
George.
George is funny.
Yeah,
George I thought he's very neurotic and.
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love Larry David, that type of humor. Yeah. I was a Seinfeld fan. I didn't become a fan until, ironically, when they had the last show. It was so much of a buzz. I was like, let me check this out. It was always on 29, right? Yeah. They played it was in syndication already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just ended up catching up and watching all. I was like, wow, this show's funny. I found it hilarious.
But they said that Friends is actually a copy of Living Single.
Right. But Living Single had other characters.
But Living Single,
did they?
no, Living Single, they took the idea for Friends from Living Single.
Well, yeah, it's
because I think they presented Living Single to a network and to, I guess it was NBC first, and then they didn't want it, and then Fox picked it up, and it was a great show, and then they tried to pick it up and put their own spin on it.
Well, what I think I'm seeing and what I like is that it doesn't seem like we were saying before. You just don't have the token black friend.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. Just don't put, you got a story about Utah. Ain't no black people in Utah except to play for the Utah Jazz, right? You know, or Montana, right? Say you got a show about a Montana ranch. Your next door neighbor ain't supposed to be a black guy. Let's stop playing. That's not the reality.
We don't go down the Black History rabbit hole, but you know, we were there at one time. We got forced out.
Yeah. Well, we were everywhere.
Yeah. Well, just and this shows that kind of work. Like, I guess this is kind of reversed. Like, there's a show that I watch called Abby Shola and I forgot the other name. But it's actually about this white guy. He's a sock salesman who has a sock business, and he falls in love with this Nigerian nurse. And they have all their differences and everything, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. It's not. I don't even. I think you sent me something before with that. I think you might have. Christmas is almost upon us, and it's very weird. I see a lot of Christmas decorations up this year. I guess people are in the house with COVID, so they figure they gotta decorate. Seen them real early, like right after Halloween. I saw Christmas decorations going up. I don't really feel the spirit this year. I don't know, man. It doesn't. What about you? You think you feel the vibe?
I probably won't until next week. After I get my decorations up that I still haven't got up, and I probably put them up tonight. I'll probably start feeling, Christmas. My family, my kids are all excited. But, once
you got a youngin' too. Like he really, you know what I mean.
So once
you'll be able to feel it,
seeing how he is, and open his gifts. But really, when you get older, some of it goes away.
It loses its shine.
Yeah.
It's
the
really
you
for
get,
the young.
The less you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine by me. You know what I'm saying? It's really a holiday for the kids. Sound like Scrooge a little bit, don't it?
No, it's just real.
Yeah.
It's like it loses its panache, I think, because we're just focused on different things. Like the dynamic of the family really isn't the same. You know what I mean? So it's like we grew up in a different era. This now, it's like it's just like a different type of vibe in the room. It's hard to explain, but I don't really feel the Christmas spirit. I'm looking forward to New Year's. That's my shot. New Year's Eve is my favorite holiday. It's starting of new beginnings. I'm always looking to clean the slate over, what went on.
People make those New Year's resolutions that they blow the week after.
I try every year, and I'm going to continue to. But it's hard. It's hard to maintain. You say, I'm going to get in shape, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to... Like, man, look.
Where the wings at?
Yeah! Where the wings?
Give me some fried cornbread.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there trying I think I'm going to go out, and I'm going to just... Nah, who am I kidding?
I'm going to jog more.
Nah, I'm going to get these wings in. Shout out to everybody that's listening, man. It's a slow news week, man, so... This is, you got anything, Sankofa? Because we ran shorter. We out of the topics. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It's a short news week. Oh, we didn't talk about, did you care about what you call getting COVID? Ashanti.
Oh,
They didn't have the verses because Ashanti got COVID.
I was talking to my couple of my friends, my homies that we have a group text that we talking back and forth all the time, and they were kind of hype about it, but I'm not really a fan of both of them. I mean, they're definitely great artists. They have great music, but
they do have a lane.
Yeah.
The Hurt Girl. Lane. So yeah, it's not like Ghostface and Raekwon.
Like,
we would get up for that.
I would get up for
like
Layla Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
And,
all right, Ledesi.
Yeah.
Ledesi. Well, I don't know how she pronounces it. But yeah, I would get up for that. I would get up Mary to Mary. I'd get up for that. Go Mary to Mary to go back and forth, boy.
Sisters.
Yeah. Shout out to her Instagram page, because I don't know which one. One of the Mary's Instagram page is lit. Shout out to her. So, is that wrong? We gotta talk.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. So I saw a post. Hello Dolly. 24 posted. Ashanti music is for women that eat turkey bacon. Keisha Cole's music is for women that eat pork bacon behind their Muslim boyfriend's backs.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
Jermaine Dolly is very accurate on that too.
We got to talk about one day. I don't know the woman though. I want to have a real discussion about cheating. Is it cheating on certain levels? Like, I dated a woman that really thought it was cheating when I liked other girls' pictures on Instagram. She looked me in my face and was like, "You're cheating on me." And I said, "What?" She's like, "Every time you like one of those girls' pictures, you're cheating because you're lusting after, you're looking at that girl." And I was like, "Nah, it ain't that deep. I like a picture."
If you slide in the DMs and try and holler at them, that's
different.
That's different.
There's a line, right?
I mean, if I'm looking at somebody, I'm not doing a whole bunch of liking for no reason. I mean, if it's
I'm liking it
picture,
to let her know that 5,000 of us hit a button. What are we talking about? We hit a button. Does it mean insecurity?
I mean, not yes.
Because I tell my lady, I said, listen, you like the Boris Kojos, the Morris Chestnut, the Idris Elbas. There is nothing wrong with that. You're a human woman. It's like when my man Mike Epps was like, "Why your girl mad when you watch porn?" She's like, "When?" He's like, "I don't know them bros. They from San Diego." I be the same way. I'm like, "I don't know that woman. She came on my time. Somebody shared a picture. I saw what she was wearing. I like she puts on nice outfits. And I like a picture." Does that mean that I'm going to run off with her? You feel me?
Yeah, well, I'm saying if you liking 96 pictures straight, back to back, then that's a little bit.
I mean, there's an extreme to the rule, but I'm just talking about on a regular day. I'm scrolling just like you scroll. You can't police my John. You can't tell me who to follow or not, right? At some point you got to be like, okay, I'm grown. I'm just following somebody on a social media, just like all the people follow you. You don't let only women follow you. You let whoever follows you, right?
Yeah.
So I like a picture of your son or your daughter. I like a picture when you was in the pants and you turn around and give me the come hither look. I like that picture too. That don't mean nothing. Like, we say worse in the streets.
If you take it further than liking a picture.
But she swore at me and she did not flinch. She didn't stutter, utter, or mutter. She said what she said and looked me in the face. She was like, "Yo, I believe that's cheating." And I could say, "Cheating? Like, it's disrespectful to me." I said, "Wow." So we got two different views.
Yeah, that's great.
I said, "You don't like, I think it was the guy at the time, the show about like the slaves running away. Remember that show?" And it was like the slaves ran away and it was a show on how like the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah, it was Underground Railroad, right?
I don't think because they ran into Harriet Tubman and they stopped making them. I think COVID shut it down. But it was a show, and it was a lead guy from that show. She loved that dude.
Okay.
So he used to be in there like
the small.
Yeah, Smollett chick was in it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean chick. I didn't mean disrespectful to say chick, but Smollett John was in there. So the boy had like his shirt ripped and stuff, right? So he's like, "Oh, look at that!" I said, "Oh."
Yeah.
I said, "That ain't nothing but what I do, but it's in my hand." If he had that picture on Instagram, you would have hit the like.
Is it because she thinks they're accessible?
Yes, but she doesn't know that they're not. I mean, I guess anybody on Instagram is accessible. I like KRS-One. I can't hit him as a DM and he gonna respond to me.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if it's on like a not thirsty level,
part,
yeah, you could say all day, hey, beautiful, good morning, beautiful. Them bros ain't checking for me, man.
But there's some people that DMs do work. I'm not saying from experience, but I've heard of people getting in relationships from.
Oh yeah, I mean I know that there's that, but you have to allow me to make that choice. You stop feeling like, oh, you have to like clean your friends list. So because God forbid if I see a picture, I'm just gonna then I'm not yours. That's the way I live. You can follow who you want. It's up to you to accept. You can get them all day.
Yeah, there's people that
look, my
friend
lady
requests me and I don't accept everything.
My lady could have 50 million friends. They could come at her every day. It's up to her whether to accept the invitation or not. I can't walk around and say, no, you can't follow that guy because he likes you. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? You don't want these problems, fam.
I don't want no
I be like, yo, you want my lady that bad? You sure? You sure you want to get on this train? But that's the point. Like, I always give that person a freedom because, look, at the end of the day, you are a person before you got with that person, right? Yeah. So you know how to act and how not to act. I did not just show up to like women's jobs and stuff and be like, me man, me must have you. You know, I don't work like that. We're gonna get a woman in here so we could get to even out the testosterone and all of that. Because sometimes dealing with me, you're getting all this bravado. And we may need if we're gonna talk about the rules of relationships. Yeah, we may need to get somebody in here
a woman's perspective.
to get their perspective, and because it's important and it might help some of us down the line.
And also talk about the female and woman conversation too.
Oh, I was talking to my lady the other day.
Revisit that.
I was talking to my lady the other day, and I was like, "Yo, you ever looked up the term female on the dictionary? It's like women and." Yeah. She's like, no, it's how you use it. And I was just like, oh. She taught me something. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's how it's used. It's not the term. It's how you use it.
You use it, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely get it, what they mean. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody listening. And this is the
Fat Will Catch Show.
My name is Vic Knight, a.k.a. the Black Bill Burr. And I'm here, as always, with my man.
William Sankofa, a.k.a. Be Positive.
You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Enjoy your holidays, people. We're going to come back next week. We're going to have a show next week, and I think we're going to let the families marinate and do the Christmas time. But we'll be back episode 7 next week. Yeah. And like I say, like, share, subscribe. Do everything. Keep passing the word. We appreciate the vibes. We appreciate everything, okay?
Yeah, make sure when you listen that you subscribe, because we definitely appreciate you listening, but we need, we trying to get our viewership and listenership up. Mm-hmm. So definitely like, share, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody, and we'll see you next week. All right?
All right.
Word.
Peace.